You know, the second thing that we talked about last week, we talked about how the Spirit of God leads us. And so when you're led by the Spirit, the question is what do? I just follow. I just follow Him. I follow hard after Him. The question that I wanted to ask today is what does that really look like, to follow Him? Go to Isaiah chapter 30 for just a moment. Isaiah chapter 30. And notice verse 18. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 18. Verse 30, chapter 30, verse 18 of Isaiah says, "Therefore the Lord longs to be gracious to you. He waits on high to have compassion on you. He's the God of justice. How blessed are those who long for Him. O people in Zion, inhabitant of Jerusalem, you will weep no longer. He will surely be gracious to you at the sound of your cry. When He hears it, He'll answer you. And although He's given you bread of privation and water of oppression, He, your teacher, will no longer hide Himself. But your eyes will behold your teacher. Your eyes will hear a word behind you. This is the way, walk in it. Whenever you turn to the right or to the left." And this is what you'll do. You'll define your graven images overlaid with silver, your molten images plated with gold. You'll scatter them as an impure thing, and you'll say to those things, "Be gone." And then He'll give you rain for the seed, for which the snow, and you will sow in the ground, and bread from the yield of the ground, and it'll be rich and plenteous. On that day, your livestock will graze in roomy pasture. He'll go on and He'll talk about the benefits of hearing God and being led by His Spirit. But what I love about this is that God comes along, the Holy Spirit in your life comes along, and He says, your ears will hear a word behind you. This is the way, walk in it whenever you turn to the right or to the left. When I was young, we got the opportunity to go snow skiing in Colorado. And my very first trip up there, I was about 8th grade, maybe 9th. And I was learning to ski in powder. And I was up on this mountain on a little green slope coming down. And I was hearing behind me, "Go right, go right, go right. Okay, now go straight, go straight, go straight. All right, now go left, go left. All right, now go right, go left, go left." And I just continued to hear this. And I looked up at the mountain, and there was this little girl, and she was blind, and she had their little vest on that said that she was a blind skier, and she had her instructor behind her saying, "Go to the right, go to the left, go to the right, go to the left." And this little girl who was blind, she must have been 6 years old, maybe 7 years old. She was skiing down that slope, and she was doing better than me. She didn't fall. She didn't tumble. But she was blind, and she couldn't see in front of her. And she knew how to do her little legs. And she knew how to put the weight on one leg and the weight on the other leg. And this instructor behind him said, "Hey, let's go to the right. Go to the right. Now go straight. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful. Oh, you're skiing." And the joy on her face. The joy on her face. Why? Listen, if the guy said behind her, "Go to your right," and she said, "No, I'm going to my left," and she hits a rock, or she hits a tree, or she hits something else. Disaster. And she wouldn't be smiling. And she wouldn't be skiing. We have a God. He lives in us. He's the Holy Spirit. He wants to lead us. He wants to tell us the way to go. He wants to speak to us in great and mighty ways. And even in simple ways and simple things. Just the whisper of God to hear. Just to hear and to do. And to walk after.